Alright, so hey guys, sorry it's been a while since I've done the update. I just wanted to keep you keyed in on a few things. So far this last week or two has been pretty intense when it comes to transition. I just recently got my name changed officially, so it's pretty great. I ended up getting it all done within one day. I ended up having my court date on the 13th, I want to say. So yeah, I believe it was the 13th. And I ended up going down to the court, and I was an hour late because, okay, so when they printed out my little paper, like my little sheet that says when my court date is, it said 8:30, but it was like really like messed up, so I ended up going at 9:30. And long story short, they ended up seeing me, everything went through, and it was pretty intense. Yeah, it didn't really like click in until I got there. And that so I ended up getting there around like 9:20. I parked at 9:20 in downtown and had to walk from there to the courthouse within 10 minutes. And I ended up going to the wrong building, running over to the other building, lost my my debit card, and finally got it all finished. And right after that, I walked over to the social security office, got that all done. They ended up getting my address wrong. They ended up switching the two numbers back and forth. So it was just a whole mess. It was very much a day filled with conflicting like issues. So after all that finished, I ended up going down and getting that all fixed up. And then the next day, I ended up going. I think it was the next day or two later, I ended up going into my school, having all my documents changed. But I still need to get my gender changed. Oh, other thing, I got my gender marker changed on my license down at the DMV. So now, legally, according to the state of California, I have my new name and my gender marker as male. So it's huge, and my social security card has changed too. I mean, not my birth sex, but it's still something, you know. And then let's see, on the 22nd, I ended up having. Sorry, I was outside. On the 22nd, I ended up going in for my chest surgery consultation with Dr. Brian Eichenberg out in Murrieta, California. And I don't know if I'm going to be going to him. He definitely seemed like he knew what he was talking about, and a lot of the guys down in San Diego go up to him. He's had pretty good results. I mean, it's all by case because you can never really tell. And he ended up, me and my mom and my stepdad ended up going up there because my parents decided that as long as the surgeon was within driving distance, they would be willing to pay for it. And I am so lucky, like ridiculously lucky to be able to have parents who are willing to do that. So, or at least talk about some sort of financial, plans. So, went up to him. I ended up getting his opinion on what type of surgery I'm going to get. It looks like I'm going to be getting a double incision. So double incision, like double mastectomy, what it's called. So, or as he likes to call it, the Manchester. And as for what kind of nipple type things I'm going to get, I'm not sure, because it's either I could do a free nipple graft, or they do this thing where they leave the nipple on the pedicle of skin. It's like right here. Hold on. So if you don't know what it's all about, they end up cutting in to the tissue to where they just pretty much like grab the extra fat on the boob and then just cut that part out, and then they get the incision line to right underneath the pec, and they place the nipples according to where the typical male chest would be, or typical male nipple will be. It's generally like hanging off the pec on the side a little bit. So he has a whole like mathematical thing about it, and what they could do for nipple placement, or not nipple placement, but like different, if you could have nipple sensation, it's either between, they could do free nipple graft or where they leave it on a pedicle of skin, and with that I heard that you have a little bit extra fat tissue underneath the nipple, which it keeps the nerve ending so you can have more nipple sensation. But, you know, if I had to choose between like nipple sensation or be able to walk down the beach without my shirt on and have it like not be an issue other than the fact that I have a little scars, then I'd much prefer to do that. Just I could figure out other things than having my nipples being touched, you know. It's not a big deal. So, but it's still something I want to talk about and like really think about. but it was pretty good. I believe with cost and everything, it'd be about 8,000, if I'm not mistaken. So not horrible, but it's still not the best. I want to see another surgeon down here. I heard of one that's in La Jolla, but I don't have any of his information. If you guys have any idea, that'd be great if you could send me information, or if you have any idea, like any information on any surgeons that you had or have heard of good results in the San Diego region or Southern California region, that'd be great. But yeah, other than that, it's been pretty good. I'm down to I just passed my goal weight for what was it, like must have been like a month ago. And so now I'm just trying to tone up. I still have a bit more fat I want to lose and gain a little bit more muscle. I'm down to like 177. Back in July when I first moved out here, I was up to about 240, 235 or 240. So it's huge. It's like a huge difference. I ended up going from a size 40 or 42 down to about a 32 or 34. So it's pretty cool. I've definitely been really happy the last couple like weeks, months or so. It's been amazing. A couple of changes have been going on. Yeah. So I don't know. If you guys have any questions about anything, let me know. I know I've been getting a couple different emails from guys about the subcutaneous injections. I'm not the best to ask, but I mean I could try to answer some of your questions. And for sub-Q, it's been going pretty well. I haven't really had any issues other than the whole getting nodules under my skin. I know for a little bit there I would go in and inject, but for some reason the needle, or not the needle, the plunger would go halfway and stop, and I thought I was done. I'd pull out before before all the tea was in, and so I'd have to like redraw halfway through, go on the other side and inject, and that was going on for like 2 or 3 weeks. So it was kind of an issue. Another issue I've been having with injections is I do it in my butt. So I would go in here. Let's see if I can show you. Sorry if my room's a mess. I would go in, because for sub-Q injections, it's the top outer area. I would inject like this, and then I would plunge it in, wait a couple seconds just to make sure that there wasn't like any tea coming out of it, and then I would pull straight out. But the thing is, since I'd be doing it in the mirror, the angle would be weirded, and I would end up like pulling the needle a bit in a different angle, so it would hurt a bit more. So what now I do is I just go in with the needle and just remove it and just kind of like have my fingers pull out towards freely, like it's a lot looser, but I'm still pulling out so that it could go at any angle. And that's hard to describe. If you have any more questions about it, let me know. I'll be willing to answer anything. So yeah, wasn't too long of an update, hopefully. If you guys have any questions about name change or gender marker change, all I know is stuff in California. I could send you a couple links if necessary. So give me some message. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Talk to you later. Bye.